चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Just getting in the first reports, Abhishek, of the Prime Minister's chopper landing in Kanniyakumari. He's going to be there for almost 2 days, Abhishek. Almost a 48 hour. Yeah, past 48 hours, yes.
And the Prime Minister's chopper is landing in Kanniyakumari as we speak. We're soon going to get pictures, friends, and 2 days plus of meditation, contemplation, isolation for the Prime Minister after more than 3 months of hectic campaigning. Remember, Prime Minister addressed or participated in 200 plus rallies, roadshows, events. He also addressed media, 80 odd interviews. And now these are the pictures coming in.
Yeah, the first pictures are also on Republic Bharat. Republic Bharat and the Republic Media team live. We'll cut across to Republic Bharat as well. The feed is coming in. The Prime Minister has just landed. He's going to be there. Abhishek, from Kedarnath to Kanyakumari, is there a message in the Prime Minister's visit? The pre-result spiritual sojourn.
Absolutely, there is a message. One is, of course, that the Prime Minister does not miss even 1 minute of his life in terms of utilizing it properly. So immediately after finishing the last rally of the campaign, he has gone in contemplation mode. Obviously, the thrust is on having a vision, having a plan, having a thought and action plan about how to take governance forward in the third term. Remember, he is someone who has been talking about Viksit Bharat. He's been someone talking about a developed India by 2047. So obviously, this contemplation is going to help him create that picture in his mind, which obviously he gets to implement in his third term after June 4. So that's the significance insofar as those 2 days of contemplation and meditation are concerned. And then, of course, the historical connections, the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, where the Prime Minister is going to be over the next 2 days. Now, of course, pictures on air, Niranjan. And Prime Minister being received by a welcome party there. I believe yes, the government having made arrangements there. Interesting, Niranjan, by the way, while we will be talking about Prime Minister's contemplation and meditation over the next 2 days, the India Alliance was very uncomfortable with the idea of Prime Minister going there to meditate. And ironically, we had someone like as sharp as Abhishek Manu Singhvi saying that Prime Minister keeping this silence vow during the silent period is violation of Model Code of Conduct.
Well, it's not just the Congress party, Abhishek, the Congress party, and then you had even the DMK and even the Trinamool Congress saying that they will go to the Election Commission, saying that it cannot be broadcast. You cannot broadcast the Prime Minister meditating in Kanyakumari. Abhishek, I just felt, I mean, they call it the silence period, right? They're calling it the silence period. But I don't understand what's the violation in this. I mean, you've covered the Prime Minister for a very long time in Gujarat. You've covered politics for over 2 decades. What is so controversial about covering the Prime Minister meditating?
I think the discomfiture is, Niranjan, let's be very blunt about it,
yes,
that while the Prime Minister is going to be silent, because the entire media attention is going to be on it, so it's like crowding out.
So you're saying
the opposition thinks they're getting crowded out.
No, you're saying the PM will be silent and the media will get violent.
Not violent, but obviously we'll be talking about it, and we'll keep getting those pictures. And the opposition, and who stopped Rahul Gandhi, for example, from going to Kedarnath, right? Yeah. And we would have spoken about that. He could have gone. He could have gone to Belur Math. He could have gone to Kanyakumari, and he could have chosen. Obviously, he would go somewhere, maybe to let's not name the places, and we know where he will go.
He went to Nepal. There's a video of him in Nepal.
Yeah, but we talk about it when he goes, right? We would talk about it whenever he goes.
The pub video.
It's a choice of place that gets talked about.
It's a personal visit. That's okay.
It's a choice of place that.
Yes, Bangkok also, I've heard.
Yeah, so okay, so it's his choice. So whenever he decides to go anywhere, we will of course cover it.
There's a video of him in London also recently.
So obviously that would be covered, right, Niranjan?
Yes.
The Prime Minister has chosen to be going to a boring place like Kanniyakumari, and so we are covering that.
It's boring. And why is it boring, Abhishek? Because I'm just going through some details of the Prime Minister continuing his meditation tradition with Kanniyakumari after the end of a poll campaign. Why he chose Kanniyakumari is very interesting.
Boring because it does not have the scenic beaches like Pattaya and Bangkok, you know. It does not have the vibrancy of those kind of places. It's a boring beach with just some sand there and few rocks. And not much happens after evening. So obviously it's a boring place in that sense.
Okay, hearing that he will meditate at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. Vivekananda Rock Memorial as the poll campaign. Officially, the poll campaign has come to an end this evening, Abhishek. Has it ended now, 5 p.m.?
It has ended. Yeah.
It has ended, okay. Officially, it's ended. 5 p.m. it ended. 5 p.m. the Prime Minister has landed. Campaign is ended, Prime Minister has landed.
But that's what I was mentioning. So he does not waste even a minute of his time. So he's completed the campaign, all the rally is done, and then he's sort of from there directly flown to Kanniyakumari, where he would be spending these next 48 hours in contemplation. I'm told that he would not be back to Delhi.
What's wrong? I mean, for example,
evening of day after tomorrow.
For example, Kejriwal goes on Vipassana, right? It's okay if they cover him live.
We do cover it, right? We do cover it.
We do cover it.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal? I mean, is it, why is there, do they feel that, does the opposition feel that the Prime Minister meditating is a very powerful visual that will sway all the 57 seats going to polls in phase 7?
Maybe the opposition thinks like that, but as I said, you know, the choice that Prime Minister is exercising was available to everyone, including Rahul Gandhi, including Mamata Banerjee, including Akhilesh Yadav. It's a choice that they should have thought about it. The Prime Minister has made.
They should have thought about it.
They could have thought about it.
Because
that's the difference.
It's a repeat of what happened in 2019, right, Abhishek?
So in 2014, Niranjan, Prime Minister...
We have our Republic Bharat reporter live. Can we cut across live to Republic Bharat as well, where our correspondent is live from Kanniyakumari? The live pictures, the live report. The Prime Minister expected to be seen any minute now. Let's cut across live to Anamika speaking live in Republic Bharat. If we can cut across live to Anamika, that would be fantastic. Anamika is speaking. She's very close to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. And we'll cut across live to those pictures coming in. There you have it. Those are the pictures coming in. The Prime Minister's chopper has landed. The moment we have Anamika's feed, we're going to cut across live. She's live. Republic Media Network live from Kanniyakumari. Well, Abhishek, speaking about the Prime Minister and his meditation, in Kedarnath in 2019, I mean, they could have taken a cue. He was there, and they created a noise even back then, right?
You are absolutely right, Niranjan. In 2014, he was at Pratapgarh.
Yeah.
That's also a place of historical significance. That's where Prime Minister, that's where Shivaji had marked his victory over Afzal Khan for the Bijapur Sultanate. And after that, he was coronated. And we saw how Prime Minister, after that, those 3 days of meditation, became Prime Minister of the country in 2019, Kedarnath, and now in Kanniyakumari again. Remember, but the mission and objective is different. The contemplation is for different thoughts. It is to make India a developed country, as we have.
Yeah, Abhishek, you know, just another point. You know, the Prime Minister. And the entire BJP cadre, and of course, goes deeper to the Sangh Parivar and the RSS. Swami Vivekananda, right? When you speak about Swami Vivekananda, holds a special place in the hearts of all Indians, of course, and especially the BJP and the RSS. There's a reason why he also chose the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, right, Abhishek?
Well, absolutely. Swami Vivekananda is his personal inspiration for the Prime Minister. Yeah. In fact, you would have heard stories, Niranjan, of Prime Minister in his teens.
Yes.
Having gone to Ramakrishna Mission and contemplated to become a monk.
Yes.
And he's been inspired by the Ramakrishna Mission order. We have seen how many times he has gone to Belur Ghat and spend time contemplating, interacting with monks, and he has had personal equations with many of those seniors in the Ramakrishna Mission. Yeah. He's personally inspired by Swami Vivekananda's life. Remember, about 23, 24 years ago in 1991, BJP had launched the Bharat Ekta Yatra, and Narendra Modi at that time was the the sort of programmer-in-chief of the Yatra. He was the key organizer. And that was the centenary year of Swami Vivekananda's that famous address at the Chicago World Congress of Religions.
Yes.
And 1892 is the time when Swami Vivekananda, in fact, came and did meditation at this rock in Kanniyakumari. And that's where this Vivekananda Rock Memorial has been built sometime in 1960s. And 1963, in fact, was...
It's the same site. It's the same site in 1892, where Swami Vivekananda meditated. This is the Dhyan Mandapam, the Rock Memorial's
Yes,
Dhyan
exactly.
Mandapam.
So what I said was the Vivekananda Rock Memorial itself was built in 1960. The foundation was laid in 1963.
Yeah.
But it was completed in 1970. 1963 was the centenary year of Vivekananda's birth.
Yes.
And 1892, you are right, is the time when Swami Vivekananda came and carried out that meditation for 4 days. And interesting, Niranjan.
Yes.
After the meditation, the Swami realized that there is nothing in meditation. What you have to do is focus on growth, progress, development.
Yes.
There is no religion unless the poor have something in their stomach.
A little bit of
what perhaps guides Prime Minister, and that's why he's gone to meditate and contemplate.
Abhishek, there's a live feed coming in from Kanniyakumari. Live feed very close to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. If I have Anamika live, we'll go across live to her as well. The Prime Minister has landed. The Prime Minister has landed, and he will be meditating at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. And the Dhyana Mandapam is the same site where Swami Vivekananda meditated in 1892 with a vision of Bharat Mata. That's when the vision of Bharat Mata was first.
These are beautiful pictures of Thiruvalluvar, Saint Thiruvalluvar also, Niranjan. So there are two rocks. One is, of course, the Vivekananda Rock Memorial.
Yes.
On one rock. And in the other rock, there is this huge statue of Saint Thiruvalluvar. That's also, of course, by the way, apart from cultural significance, has political significance with the kind of push we have seen of Prime Minister himself and the BJP generally towards South in this election.
And that's as far as the media can go, Abhishek. I don't think the media can go above and beyond that point where Anamika is right now, because around 2,000 police personnel, various security agencies maintaining a tight vigil.